O Allah, expand my chest, ease my task, untie the knot from my tongue so they understand my words. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka nabudu wa iyaka nasta'in. Idina siratal mustaqim. Sirata ladina an'amta alayhim. Garubi magdubi alayhim waladalin. What I said was this: in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. All praises are due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. You alone do we worship, and you alone do we ask for help to guide us on a straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favors, and not of those who have earned your anger or of those who have gone astray. Amen. Listen, y'all, today, this evening, if you want to level up your life in a real way, whatever that may be, if you want to make more money, become wealthy, if you want the ideal relationship, if you want an ideal life, whatever you think that is, y'all need to listen to me, take notes, all right? Listen, there's a lot of things that I could talk about, but there's only certain things that I should talk about. So I am going to talk about the things that I am supposed to talk about, okay? I am not going to say things that you want to hear. It's probably not going to happen. Most likely it's not going to happen. But I will be saying things that you need to hear. Capiche? Now, today we're talking about the maybe mindset. We're talking about provisional living. Now, for those of you who are new, we do what's called word alchemy before each lecture. This is a practice that I do when I study to have deep understanding of the information that I'm dealing with, all right? So to have mastery of your words, you have to break down what you're talking about. We are talking about provisional living. So we will break these words down. It's two words. They seem very simple on surface, but underneath it's lethal, powerful. So let's start with provision. Provision is from the Latin word provisio, to provide for temporarily, to see ahead but not to commit. A provisional government is installed until the real one arrives. A provisional license gives you permission until you show yourself worthy enough or you qualify yourself enough to get a real permit. Provisional is just temporary, that's it. Conditional, it's for now, but it's not eternal. It's a placeholder. It's a draft. It's your trial period, right? It's an arrangement made when you're not ready to decide, or if you refuse to decide. Provisional carries within it, whatever it's provisional of, the assumption that there's something better coming, right? Y'all follow me? Provisional is, this is not the final form. It's something better, all right? Now, that is not your final form. That permanence is premature, and we're going to get deeper into this now. We said provisional and we said living. Let's get into living. What does living mean? Seems pretty simple. It means to be alive, to remain, to experience existence, to dwell. Living implies residence, inhabitation, present in the time and space. Now, when someone say, when they live somewhere, that don't mean they visit. They mean they live there, right? We mean they have placed their roots. That's what it means to live somewhere, okay? You're there, you dug in. This is home, right? Now, their belongings are there. They have a mailbox. Living is not touring, it's not visiting. Living is a permanent occupancy. So when we say provisional living, this is a real term, y'all. When we say provisional living, it doesn't make sense. It's a contradiction, okay? We're describing a life lived as a trial period. It's an existence where nothing is final, where every decision you have an out, has an escape clause. Now, this is a place where commitment and permanence is always deferred. How you doing, Sister Tina? You good? Blessings, blessings, blessings. I feel a good positive vibe, positive energy your way. I see you, I feel you. Bashar, my brother. Yes, sir. Thank you for being here, Bashar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, listen. Provisional living, and I want y'all to really listen to me, please. Provisional living is the philosophy of maybe, right? It's the creed of not yet. It's the gospel of keeping your options open. It's leasing when you should be owning. It's dating instead of marrying. This ain't freedom, y'all. You're just refusing to choose, right? And that refusal to choose is the refusal to become. Now, I want to break down provisional living with sniper's precision, all right? This is a disease. It's literally a spiritual and a psychological disease, right? You're becoming good at treating commitments as temporary, and any decision you make is reversible. It's not solid. It's not solid. It's a belief in an optimal strategy being something that you have every door open. You know what I'm saying? You keep doors open. It's a lifestyle of never burning bridges. So you think burning bridges are bad. Not always. Some bridges need to be burned, okay? You know, this is a position or a life or a person that never signs a contract that you can't exit, to never plant your roots in a place you can't pull. It's the operating system or the spirit of the uncommitted, the uncommitted. It's a man who dates but will not marry because he hasn't seen all his options yet. I gotta get this out of my system looking at us. Are you I gotta get it out my system looking at us? I know Luis ain't. Luis solid, all right? Listen, on the flip, it's like the woman who accepts a job, or she's still, fishing her resume around. It's something better, right? It's a person who joins the gym, but, they join, but they ain't really going. They ain't committing to a program. I don't know which is the right one, right? Y'all know people like that. Or the people of faith. It's a believer who prays but will not submit because what if there's a better path? Provisional living. If you are a provisional liver, which doesn't even logically make sense, you think that you're being strategic. This is not the ways of the wise. You're keeping your options open. You're not locking yourself in. You think that's a vibe. But let me tell you what it actually is. It's the refusal to pay the cost of commitment because you broke. Commitment is expensive. Commitment closes doors. Commitment eliminates alternatives. Y'all ain't right. Y'all are not listening to me. Y'all want them alternatives. Y'all like that shit, don't y'all? I got some good options, all right? A commitment says, I choose this and I reject that. I'm no longer available for what I just refused. It's done. It's done. It's solid. To a lot of y'all in here who have that maybe mindset, this modern mind, that is terrifying. It's terrifying. And they make it easy for you. The moment you're uncomfortable in your relationship, you bail out. Because I could talk to her now. I'm glad, because now I can deal with that. Ladies, y'all do it too. It ain't wise, right? You believe that freedom is measured by the number of choices available. That is a fatal error, I'm here to tell you. Because true freedom is not optionality. True freedom is the liberation that comes after a choice is made, after a vow is spoken, after a door is closed, after a bridge is burned. See, that's when you stop negotiating with yourself. And that's when your energy consolidates. That's when you're very powerful. That is when you stop being a divided house and become a fortress. Provisional living is the opposite of that. Provisional living, or this maybe mindset, is the fragmentation of the self across multiple potential futures. You're not fully in it, right? Because part of you is evaluating your exit. You're not present because you are mentally browsing alternatives. In physics, they call that energy. We talked about this. Energy being dispersed, effort scattered, not strong. Force applied in too many directions, it's impossible to generate enough momentum in any single direction, so it's never effective. It will fall short before it reaches the target, right? A man committed to one woman carries all his relational energy in that one vector. A man dating 3 women splits his force into thirds. This is basic arithmetic. Y'all know about arithmetic, right? So therefore, he spreads his energy all over the place. So he's a weaker man to the women he's dealing with. Not one of those three women can receive or feel his full presence. He is a weak signal in three places instead of a strong signal in. There's a term for that in biology. It's called the cost of indecision. A gazelle that cannot decide which direction to run, they become food. The organism that cannot commit resources to one strategy dies trying to do both. Provisional living is literally biological, psychological, and spiritual suicide. Now let us name the form that this takes. We have provisional relationships or situationships, friends with benefit. You know, we just talked. It's been 2 years. You get the comfort of companionship without the covenant of a commitment. Sex without the. You get the appearance of a partnership without the permanence of marriage. This is provision. And being provisional, it provides provisional people or produces provisional people. What's a provisional person, Mike Rashid? It's one who is shallow, one who is replaceable, and one who is just emotionally immature. They're stunted. Y'all know what intimacy? You cannot have intimacy without some kind of permanence. True intimacy requires permanence. Trust requires the knowledge that the other person you're dealing with, they're not going to leave when things get hard. Love requires the vow that says, I am not evaluating alternatives. You are it. Without that, you're not building. You're auditioning. It's fake. You're acting. And that's not just for romantic relationships. This is for your life. I can go in every vector of life and break this down. Let's talk about your careers. You job hop every 18 months. You start things and finish and quit, right? Building nothing because you're not staying long enough to see anything mature. Learning the basics on 10 different fields, but mastering none.